Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconology and Temple Architecture Perspectives. Today we are going to visit HOYASALESHWAR Temple premises of Halebidu. As you know, Halebidu is famous for HOYASALESHWAR Temple. HOYASALESHWAR Temple is extensively covered by us in two parts. Part 1 is interior and part 2 is the exterior. Now in addition to the main temple, there are many things in the premises of HOYASALESHWAR complex, and that is what we are going to see today. Today's topic is mainly covering monuments around the main temple. So let's get going to the topic, that is HOYASALESHWAR Temple complex of Halebidu surrounding complex. Now the temple starts with Ganesha. So these are the statues or idols of Lord Ganesha. We should worship him before we enter the temple, and it is always said that Ganesha Pujan is the beginning of all ceremonies. So Ganesha is first worship, and let's get going to the premises. We are going inside. Now this is another emblem of HOYASA. We'll see same in better and beautifully carved at Belur. We have got our video, we have got our photographs covering that. Do visit our website, do visit our channel and get details of these monuments, where it is and where it is best. This is also, it is here, it is mounted outside, and what that indicate? It indicate a tiger and a young boy. Now this young boy is killing a tiger. That is a monogram. Now what that monogram signifies? There is a story behind it. The HOYASA dynasty is a part of or started from late Chalukyas or Western Chalukyas. Before that, there was one young boy at Gurukul. Gurukul is a place where the boys go and learn all sorts of war techniques and otherwise. So one day, while a young boy was walking with his guru, they found a tiger charging. Looking at the tiger, the guru shouted. Sara was the student. HOYASA! I mean, kill him. Sir, kill him. Sir, take the stick and kill the tiger. And the young boy took a stick and killed the tiger. Guru realized that he is the boy who is going to form an empire of HOYASA. And that's why the name, and that's why the emblem, young boy killing a tiger. Some people believe that this has come after they defeated Cholas, and Cholas were symbolizing themselves as tigers. So either way, it is important, and it is seen in most of the Chalukyan, most of the HOYASA temples. Now HOYASALESHWAR Temple is a very unique place, and it is visited by many people. It is UNESCO monument, means it is a site of World Heritage. Now drive from Bangalore to Halebidu is pleasure, because Hassan district is beautifully blessed by the nature, blessed with the landscapes, and the roads are beautiful. You will enjoy whether traveling from Bangalore, Mangalore, or otherwise, that is from Davangere. You will have a beautiful roads. So enjoy the travel, come here, enjoy the hills, enjoy the beauties of rocks, and enjoy the sculptures. And believe it or not, what people said, it is a superhuman, and you be part of same group saying it, marvelous, just cannot be a human creation. Now HOYASA temple, which is dedicated to Lord Shiva, is filled with intrinsic carvings, sculptures and monuments, and there are many ruined also which are kept in a museum. The shrine is built on an elevated star-shaped platform. Now the star-shaped platform, or Jagati, what you can call, is the another speciality of Chalukyans. And not Chalukyans, it is the beauty of Hoysalas. Chalukyan started temple construction. Aihoa was their laboratory. Jagati is their invention. Jagati was adopted after North Indian temples, because South Indian temple earlier in Dravidian styles were without raised platforms. But to make the Jagati star-shaped is a change of Chalukyans towards Hoysalas, and Hoysala developed it so well they make it as their landmark. And today we are also appreciating the beauties of it. It is oscillate shaped and it is star shaped, or it has got multiple corners, elevated Jagati, and the Parikrama Marga, that is circumambulatory path, is situated over the Jagati. Now the temple terrace is as old as 1121, and the whole complex seems to be around 900, that is Common Era CE. So we can say 1200 years old. Ramparts of the shrine are decorated with carvings of many gods, goddesses, birds, animals, and dancing characteristics. There are many sculptures and idols to observe huge significance of the Hoysala art. There is also a museum. We are going to see it. We have separate video. We have separate presentation of museum. There are two museums, one which must be important. You must see them. One is at Hampi, was called as the largest, and second, Hoysala. Those who are interested in iconography, iconography is what you see, and iconology, what is logic behind. For them, one of the most important site is a museum of Halebidu, and we have extensively covered it. We have extensively covered iconological importance and meanings of most of the artifacts here. There are a lot of deities, lot of forms, and they are decorated so well, they are in fairly good shape. That is the most important thing, that we can study them. The paid guide services are available. Personally, I am of the opinion you must take a paid service from the guide, because they give you a lot of good information, number one. And number two, you should divide your plan, like I had divided into two. One thing is to have good idea with the help of guide, do some videographies and complete it, because they have got schedule, the guides have got schedule. And once you leave them, I go back to the temple and I get the photographs. Now fortunately I was staying in a hotel which is just next to this Halebidu temple, so morning I could come here. 6 o'clock the temple open, and 6 to 8, believe me, there are very few people, so you can take the good photographs of it. Most of my photographs, you can imagine, you can make out that they are in early hours of the day. Now I would suggest that a couple of rounds are needed, or you should take around the temple to understand all the sculptures. Just one look is not adequate, and just a one round and 1 hour is not adequate. My basic principle is I photograph and videograph, get back to my computer and I analyze them and I study them, and that is the way I get best out of it. Now here the Hoysalas people were blessed with the soap stone. Now what is the meaning of soap stone? It's a soft stone to start with. It gets harder and harder as the days goes. Means for a craftsman, it's easy to sculpt. And as the days goes, the sculpture will become harder and harder, and it will have a more life. Like we can see, after 900 years also, most of the sculptures are in very good shape. With its unique style and feature, it is a showcase of Hoysala architecture, which shows the Dravidian tradition with mandapa style designs, temple architecture, temple design, archaeology, iconology, iconography, everything you can revise here. If you make a trip, especially Aihoa, Patadakal, then Hampi, and then Hoysala, you can really cover all these things, and you can understand them in such a way that you can appreciate the beauties of them more and more. The Sanctum Sanctorum in Indian temple is known as Garbhagriha and is a chamber in which the principal deity resides. The two Garbhagrihas here are stele shaped and they have got zigzag exterior, which I told you zigzag Jagati is a speciality or uniqueness of the Hoyasalas, and they will really make your mind delightful and you will get a pleasure that you are seeing something which you have never seen before. So you must spend time, you must give adequate time, and you must make observations. More you make, more happy you will be. The four main doors of the temple are profusely and intricately carved. Now this is a topic of our different lecture. We have hours of lecture over these sculptures and these temples. Do visit our website and get the details. Now, Navaranga is a unique element of the Hoysala architecture. In Kannada, Nav means 9 and Ranga means stage of sector. Now, Navaranga means 9 sectors. The temple will have 9 sectors. Generally speaking, the Navaranga is a mandapa covered hall where the people congregate before taking their darshanam, or that means if there is rush, you can wait there. If the rituals are going on, you can wait there. It is something like a time you can spend in the temple. And if you sit here and spend time, I think you will get many things in more detail. The Hoysala architecture, the main mandapa was built by the Navaranga design. As we just now discussed, the 4 pillars in the central area of the mandapa dividing interspace into 9 sectors, or that is why it is called Navaranga mandapa, 9 sectors. The Hoysala temple also referred simply as the Halebidu temple in the 12th century. So Hoysala means Halebidu. You can call it either of them, they means the same, and most of them were earlier devoted to Lord Shiva and subsequently Lord Vishnu, and remaining temples were also constructed by them. It is the largest monument in Hindu as far as Karnataka state is concerned and as far as Shaivism is concerned. And it was a former capital of the Hoysala Empire. Now the temple was built on the banks of a large man-made lake. There has to be water reservoir near each and every temple. So here there was, but it was a man-made. Where else we have seen a large man-made reservoir near temple? At Badami, that is Agastya Lake. Correct. So that's how either the lakes were made or they were where there were temples were there. So a water reservoir is one of the essentialities of a temple. So this all has happened in 1160. The Hoysala temple is a twin temple, as I told you, that is mainly Hoyasaleshwara and Shantala. Shantaleshwar is name derived from Shantala Devi, and Hoyasaleshwar is the name of Lord Shiva. Now Shiva Linga is named after masculine and feminine aspect, both equal and joined at their transit. So it is always believed, full word, everybody is same. The temple includes a similar sanctum for Hindu sun god Surya. Now that is Shaktism. Shaktism were worshipping Lord Surya, then some were worshipping Lord Vishnu, some were followers of Shaivism, the Shivites. It once had superstructure, towers, but they are no longer seen. They are now flat. The temple faces east, though the movement is presently visited from the north side. So what it does mean? Actually the water reservoir is on the east side of the temple. So if you come from the water side, you can see the temple is facing east side. But the main entrance or the main road is toward north side. So you will be coming from the side door and you will have to turn and imagine which was the entrance of the earlier days. Both the main temple and the Nandi shrines are based on the square plan. Now this is another way of identifying which is the entrance gate. Nandi, then Shivalinga all have got fixed directions, and they give you the directions in which the temple is, irrespective from where you enter. The temple was carved from a soapstone because it is soft, it can be carved and it becomes harder as the days goes. The temple complex has couple of temple within it, that is a small temple shrines. One is dedicated to HOYASALESHWAR, the other is dedicated to Shantala Devi, the queen of the king, and Vishnuvardhana, who built the temple, who was the king. The temple consists of Shivalinga. Then there are other shrines with the temple complex dedicated to gods and goddesses. One of the shrine is dedicated to sun god, what we is now seen. The temple has 7 feet tall sun gods. Now there are very few temples where you will get temples of sun as far as south is concerned. North you will get many. There are many famous also. So one of it is this you are seeing in the HOYASALESHWAR temple, and another where you are seeing is in Aihoi. Yes, correct. So there is one sun temple, and this is the another sun temple. So not that only north has got sun temples, even south has got couple. Though less, they are there. And there is also a museum, which is my favorite site, because there are a lot of artifacts are there and they can speak of real history. And I make a point to see it, I take the photographs, and I go into detail of these photographs afterwards to know what is the iconology and iconographical interpretations of that monuments. Now let's get going. This is a beautiful premises. Now what you are seeing is the statue of Mahavira. So that you are seeing here, actually it was in a Jain temple. This statue was in Jain temple, but from there it is shifted here, and a couple of years back they had Mastakabhishek also. That is usually a virtue, a virtue of worshipping Bahubali, Bhagwan Mahavira, is by Mastakabhishek. Now here you are seeing the glaring is the large reservoir of water, and on the bank of it, it's a beautiful. Look at this, the beauty of it. The temple you are seeing on one side, it's a twin temple, as we told you. You can see Nandi Mandapa also, and a big lawn here in front of it, where you can sit, you can spend time. And this was the early morning hour, as I told you, best time, golden hour to see any temple is when it opens at the time of sunrise, and enjoy the glory. Look at this, beautiful. This is all because of ASI and UNESCO. Karnataka government is taking so nice care. Sit here, you don't know how the hours have passed. Beautiful garden, just beautiful. Long lawns, clean premises. Only there is this, on the right side you will see museum, which we are going to show you from outside. Detail about museum, we have got a different video, because the monuments, the artifacts in museum are so many. Look at this statue. You are seeing rising sun. From the east side are the mountains. Then there is a big lake, water reservoir, you can see from here also. And then you are seeing Bhagwan Mahavira. It's a monolith statue, a huge statue. And here there is a museum also. The rising sun in a temple is always beautiful. This you can see Leth curved, which was a specialty of Hoysalas. This is in the premises of the temple, which we are just seeing. Now look at this. Can you imagine the symmetry, how they have made that? Is it possible to make it with primitive tools? So like a small chisel and hammer. And as you go inside, as you see the walls, now this is a museum. Museum has got two components. One is open air and another is a gallery. Both are fantastic. I have spent hours. I have got thousands of photographs of that, and they are just art, beauty, and they speaks how much carefully our ancestrals has carved them. What was the skill with them, and all that thing has resulted into calling them as the superhuman. It's difficult for any human being to do such thing, but they have achieved it. Great were the people. We see them, we acknowledge them, we keep the memories in mind and be proud of our heritage. With that, we are coming to end of lecture. I thank you for giving me valuable time. If you like the lecture, give us a like. If you want to hear more such lecture, to see more photographs, subscribe to our channel, visit our website. Thank you. Goodbye. This is Dr. Anil Joshi taking your leave till we meet next time.